Today I'd like to talk to you about an article that I read in The Sun. It is an online publication from the UK, and it had a woman that made a meal plan for the whole month, and she was spending $1.50 or £1.50 per day for a family. So I'm going to look at the first week, and I'll link her article below, and tell you how to make it budget friendly and keto friendly. So the first day, on Monday, she has minced pie with potatoes. So I had to look that up because I wasn't exactly sure what that was, but minced just means beef. So she has beef and potato pie. What you can do is you can roast your radishes, and they make a very good potato substitute. You could also use parsnips or the favorite of keto, cauliflower. So then on Tuesday, she has spaghetti with bolognese. Now spaghetti, you're not going to be able to go to the store and get your packaged spaghetti that you normally get. You could get a spaghetti squash. You could get some spiralized vegetables like zucchini, maybe a little bit of carrot. Don't want to get too much carrot because carrots are kind of high in sugar. You could do cabbage. You could also do what's called a miracle noodle. That's the brand name, and they are shirataki noodles. And my personal opinion is they kind of taste like they sound. Not so great. So, but if you choose that, that's fine. They come in a little package about this big, so you're probably going to get maybe one, maybe two servings per container. They're not cheap, so this would not be a budget friendly, but if you're wanting those noodles, that is an option. But my suggestion would be to rinse that really, really good. Otherwise, you're going to have that fishy smell because they're in a liquid and they kind of taste fishy. So then the next thing is your sauce. So you could use your canned sauce and make sure that it is sugar-free or low carb, or you could also make your own. Wednesday, she has jacket potatoes, and I've never heard of jacket potatoes, so I had to look that one up. And basically, to me, they sound like twice baked potatoes. So an alternative for that would be a loaded cauliflower casserole. And I have a recipe below from Low-Carb Maven. And it's a loaded cauliflower casserole. Has all of your things that you would normally put on your baked potato. Onions and sour cream and butter and bacon and extra bacon and more bacon. Thursday, she has Scotch eggs. Now, if you've never had Scotch eggs, I'm telling you, you will love it. This is already keto friendly. You take a hard-boiled egg, peel it. You can also do a soft-boiled egg. And you just wrap it in your sausage. One of those 1 pound sausages should make about 8. So, and they're you just wrap it up, pop it in the oven. I just saw a video of a woman who made it just like that, and then she added bacon and added that to it, and then she put barbecue sauce on it, and it was low carb, sugar-free barbecue sauce. And I guess Sweet Baby Ray's now has, they call it Ray's, not sweet, because it's there's no sugar in it. So that is an option, and it is made with allulose, and allulose it has the caramelizing that you get when you barbecue. So it allows you to have the caramelizing, which some of the other sugars don't allow that. Let's see, Friday. Friday, she suggests fish, potatoes, and vegetables. I already said about the potatoes. You could use radishes, you could use cauliflower, you could use parsnips. If you wanted to do like fish and chips, like the French fries thing, you could use jicama. That's another option. And vegetables. My suggestion for you for this meal is to make sure whatever vegetable you have that you put butter on it or bacon grease or some kind of fat, because fish is usually very, very high in protein, but it's not very high in fat. So you'll want to add the fat to it. And I have a recipe down below. I don't know about you, but I like coleslaw with my fish. And there's a recipe from Wholesome Yum, and it's a sugar-free, gluten-free coleslaw. I'll link it below. On Saturday, it's meatball baguettes. So basically meatball subs. So what you can do when you're making meatballs, instead of using your breadcrumbs, you're going to use pork rinds, and you're going to use Parmesan cheese. Pork rinds and Parmesan cheese. Now you take your pork rinds, go to the 99-cent store, put the whole bag, you could do it in batches if you need to, put the whole bag in a food processor and chop it all up, mash it until it's, like a powdery consistency, and then you pour it into a mason jar, and it'll keep for a long time. You don't have to worry about it clumping together unless you've got a lot of moisture in your, I live in Arizona, so I don't have to worry about moisture. But you just add your pork rinds and your Parmesan cheese to your meatballs instead of the breadcrumbs. Now, as far as the bread goes, there's a Fathead dough recipe down below. It's from Baked Keto, and she uses coconut flour as well. Now, if you are looking at your flours, coconut and almond flour, those are the two that we use most of the time. But your best choice would be the coconut flour. You don't use as much, and it's less expensive, and it's lower in carbs. So if you have a choice between the two, go for the coconut. And you're not going to taste the coconut flavor. It's not going to come through. And you can also do what's called a cloud bread, and that's another Wholesome Yum recipe that I'll link below. The last day, Sunday, is a roasted chicken. So that's already keto friendly. And what you would also do to make it budget friendly is to save those bones and make some bone broth. I'll link a recipe below. It actually has several recipes on how to make bone broth. It's from thedietdoctor.com. So I hope this helps. I hope you can find some ways that you can stay keto, but also stay within your budget.